Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Idiots in a Room podcast. This episode, if you noticed, it's kind of a play on words or a play on a title with the Pink Floyd song "Another Brick in the Wall" Part 2. So that's something.
Huh.
I am very tired. My name.
Good morning.
I'm your host.
Should I do the introduction this time? Is that what should happen here?
Yes, you should do the introduction this time.
All right, then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Idiots in a Room podcast. I'm your host, Nicholas Vandevort, and with me, as always, is my dashing, awake, alert, alive, and enthusiastic co-host,
Chris Janke, always here, always queer.
All right.
How are you today?
doing? Oh, well, we asked ourselves the same question, so that means we have to give each other the same answer.
I guess we
them's
do.
The rules.
My
day was just god awful.
God awful.
Yep.
Just
already killed a person today.
Seriously, me too. I killed a person just on the way home.
Oh, really? How did you do it?
Cyanide.
Oh, see, I just I led them down a very dark road of drug abuse, and now today I just found out that they died alone in the corner of their apartment with the door wide open. They actually didn't die from the drug use, they died from hypothermia, but were on drugs at the time. So, you know, I still count that as a kill.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get more creative with it, Chris. Come on. You can't just kill people the regular way. That's how they find out.
That is definitely a new one. I have not heard anyone doing that before.
Yeah, I had it all plotted out and everything, and just finally happened today, so who knew?
Are you regretful that they didn't die from the drug abuse itself? Or,
well, you know, I was expecting they would, but the end result is the same no matter what happens. Like, I had another person, you know, the first person I tried this on, they died in a car crash while on drugs.
Okay.
So, technically they died from the crash, but, you know, it's still the drug abuse that gets them, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. So, anyway...
I see FBI agents outside my window. That's kind of weird.
Maybe you should start running. That's probably a good thing you should do.
But we gotta finish the podcast first.
True.
So, you know, I guess I gotta stay here for now.
As soon as we're done, just book it.
In seriousness,
yes.
I've been doing pretty well.
Good.
I got a mini fridge for myself recently.
Really?
Because, yeah, both of my other roommates got fridges in their rooms. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I might as well just get one for myself. Yeah, and it's been nice. I'm able to I'm eating breakfast more, I think, is a big change I'm noticing, because I got just the cereal box sitting right by the mini fridge, and then I bought myself some like paper bowls that I put on top of the fridge, and then in there is just milk. So the only thing I need to do is go over to the kitchen, grab a spoon in the morning, and then I can come back to my room and just pour myself some cereal.
Okay.
So
that's pretty cool.
Just a nice little eating habit, I guess.
Yeah. How's work going this week?
Work is getting kind of busy. Basketball season.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's a lot of games going on, especially right now, because ones that were supposed to happen earlier in the month got canceled due to COVID. And then they changed their minds and said instead of just outright canceling games, they'd try to find time to reschedule them. So, what was initially supposed to be only basketball games on Thursdays and Saturdays is now turned into, I got a basketball game tomorrow on Monday, I got another on Tuesday, and then I got a third on Thursday and a fourth on Saturday this week.
Wow.
Yeah, next week I got 3 games to work as well because there was another one that was rescheduled to next Monday. So it's more than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's out of my control, so whatever.
Right. I totally get that, you know. The bosses, they always try to cram so much in, you know.
Yeah, I'm just kind of... I feel more sorry for the players, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
They gotta play so many games now in just such a short amount of time, and all that drilling that they must get. And,
yeah. I suppose you're just sitting at a computer for most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I help with setting up and tearing down a little bit, but that's about the extent of it. Yeah, otherwise I'm just in the truck outside the stadium in front of a computer pressing buttons for 2.5 hours.
How does that work? If you can't see it, does it like, do you have like a headphone feed?
We have
of
monitors
the game?
in there.
Oh,
yeah, we got monitors that got because we got 7 different cameras that we cut between during the game. So if the director can't see any of those, that's a big issue. There's also it's like we got 4 big monitors, but they're all split up into like different sections to show us, you know, the different cameras and feeds that we got. So I have a section of one monitor that shows me what graphics I have put up right now, and that's mostly what I look at.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how that works. And
Cool.
then we got headphones to communicate with one another and the people running the cameras out there and the reporters. So yeah.
Nice. Sorry if I'm not the most awake this time. I got up at 3 for work, so I'm just...
Oh, jeez, man, like 3 a.m.?
Yeah. I work at 4, but now our drive, since we moved to this apartment, has bumped from 5 minutes to about 15 or 20. So, gotta get up earlier to make it on time.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
I remember, back in summer 2019, I was working at UPS over there and had to wake up mostly 2:45 a.m. most days because the shift would start at 4, and I liked giving myself extra time to wake up and relax a little bit before having to go straight to work.
That's smart.
Yeah, it was smart. It was also a bit of a bummer and also a relief when some days I would start getting ready and then I'd look at my phone after a shower and be like, the boss texting me, "We don't need you in today. We got less packages than expected." I'm just like, well, I'm already showered and kind of awake. What do I do now?
At that point, you can't really go back to bed because it's just kind of wasting time.
Yeah, so I mean, one morning I managed to go back to sleep because I was able to just roll out of bed, saw the text, and was like, thank God they finally told me early this time, and then just back to sleep. But
I love that.
The other times, I was mostly just on my phone. One morning in particular, though, because working in the mornings, especially during the summer, you get to see the sunrise.
Ooh.
And we had at the UPS center, it's like a big, basically garage where, you know, all the trucks are stored and stuff, but the garage doors would be opened up as the day progressed, and we'd be able to see during our shift the slow gradient of the sky changing from purple to like light orange to yellow as the sun finally peeked over. And I always thought it was interesting to just see the sunrise. So one day when I had got called off of work, I decided to stay up a little longer, and then I got in my car and drove to a park over in Altoona that Mitch and I liked to walk every now and then.
Nice.
Yeah, just had a nice sunrise hike by myself. At first, it was really creepy because I got there before the sun had risen still, Like it was starting to, come up in the sky, but it was still very dark, especially once you got into the woods. And I just hear all the morning dew dropping on the ground and my own footsteps and this things like scurrying in the woods. It felt like a horror game or something I was walking through. But as the sun continued to rise, it was beautiful. I don't regret it.
Cool.
Yeah.
When I went to California the first time, we had dinner on this. It was like in Golden Gate Park, and it was right by the beach. And it was like a huge plate glass window, and we were right in front of it. And we saw the sun go down, and it looked like it was going right into the water.
Nice.
And it was so pretty. Am I coming through okay on your side? It sounds choppy in my headphones.
You sound fine to me. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just the audio feedback or something.
Yeah. Or get new headphones.
Probably.
Is it on your? Is it attached to the headphone?
No, it's
the microphone.
It's plugged into the computer.
Yeah, that might explain the difference then.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been lately?
I've been better, I guess. I've just been so stressed this week with the move. It hasn't been that bad compared to the last one, but at the same time, moving, I think, is always going to be stressful in some range.
Sure.
So just, and then I got sick over the weekend, so that was fun.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. I had some bad food and got food poisoning on Friday. Had to leave work early.
And then you killed that person this morning. Gotcha.
Yeah, I got my sweet
classic revenge story.
But I got to stay home on Friday. I didn't really do anything. I did a Lego set. That was fun. So
nice.
It was just pretty relaxing.
Yeah. So speaking of the move, well, first off, how long have you been there for now? Has it only been a week yet?
Is today Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, then tomorrow is a week.
Dang. Yeah, so you're not really that settled in yet either.
No,
yeah.
I haven't even 100% cleaned my room yet. I have the clothes hung up in the closet, but that's about all I've had time to work on.
Yeah. You'll get settled in over time, but yeah, I know the first week or so is hard to adjust.
Yeah.
But,
it's kind
speaking of moving.
Oh yes, we have a little announcement to make.
Yeah. We are gonna be literally in the same room
every single time.
Not quite yet, but
pretty soon. Pretty soon.
Yes, we are moving in together. Somewhere in the Twin Cities, probably St. Paul. Just from what we've been looking at so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exciting.
I'm going out there tomorrow to look at apartments. I'm bringing Mr. Keegan Gerard. I might make a vlog out of it.
Nice.
Or I don't know if anyone else is coming. He said he's trying to get his shift done, but he had to go to IKEA, so it just worked out. So he might be coming along. He might not be. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, yeah, I'm going out there tomorrow to look at a place. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, and hopefully we can move forward with it because it's our top pick, and I just hate the hassle of looking through more options.
Yeah. Because
I am a one and done kind of guy. So
me too. Is that how you were with your apartment now, where you just first pick?
Honestly, we did not start looking for an apartment until very late into the process. I think I knew who I was going to room with by this time when, we started discussing or whatever.
Right.
but we didn't actually start looking for apartments until like late March, early April. I glanced at a few, but like we didn't have anything concrete, and so it was a real like rush towards the end. And eventually, Zach found this place, looked it over with the other roommate, Max, at the time, and then they decided that this would be the place to go to. I was already moved back to Eau Claire for the summer, so I could not go and look at it with them. So I literally moved into here blind. I'm at least hoping it'll be a bit different this time because you'll be, video calling with me as you walk through. But
yeah, it should be nice because I think he said in the email it's like a electronic lockbox, so he doesn't even have to be there. So.
Yeah, just have to call him, which should make sure we have his number.
Yeah, I think it's on the website.
Yes, but gotta double check that before. Anyway. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Looking over apartments and eventually living together.
It'll also be nice because we can get a lot more work done, of videos and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, working together. And I'll still have the other friend group nearby to continue to collaborate with.
Totally.
On the videos on Third Floor and the project, the Glassmaster graphic novel we're making. So.
Oh yes, we haven't talked about that in a couple episodes. How's that coming?
Yes, the art team is getting more involved now because their schedules have become more freed up. We are currently formatting the first draft script as well as going through and freshening up dialogue and other stuff. The reformatting is taking a while because we have to go through basically a panel by panel idea of how the page is going to be structured, along with the dialogue and the visuals that we already had drafted in that first script. It's very different from the other types of writing I've done so far, and I've mostly let Balkan, our main art guy, try and format the script for the most part. But yeah, we're getting a lot done. I'm still amazed that just something we talked about one day while on a biking trip has come so far already. So
when do you expect it to be done?
We want to have it ready to publish by May 1st. Well, or be ready to get out there.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna reach that right now, but I think sometime in the summer we'll probably have it ready to start being sold.
Exciting.
That's the hope, at least. Yeah, we still got to set up the website. We still got to figure out some logistics about how the revenue will work out, and we're discussing different ways to try and advertise the series so that we can make it popular online first, before we dump a bunch of money into trying to make the physical copies. But
right,
yeah, there's a lot to figure out, but I'm glad that we've been able to pull as much as we have together so far.
How many chapters are you planning on? Because I kind of have a idea/suggestion kind of thing.
The first volume is going to be 6 issues long, and an issue is about like 12 to 18 pages, give or take. Can be a little shorter or longer depending on the needs of the chapter, but yeah, that's the standard kind of publishing.
Okay, because I was gonna say if you were publishing it all as one, you could, do like the first 3 chapters on a week by week.
This is what we were talking about with releasing it online. We'd start with releasing issue 1, and then 2 weeks later online we'd release the next issue, and so on and so forth. So we already got that planned out, but
cool.
Yeah, thanks for that suggestion. Anyway,
I also had another idea. Since you work at a TV station, you could try and get segments.
segments.
A segment when it gets closer on the station talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing I could see that being is a news stories about us, but I'm not sure if WDAY would run a news story about its own employee for something unrelated to the company. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
the only talk show we have is Investment Talk, which is a financial talk show. Not very riveting one. I'd also be dumbfounded as to how to segue into a comic book advertisement there. But yeah, um, yeah. I mean, this summer I'm hoping we're gonna
Cool.
start releasing it online. So that's the plan right now.
I'm very excited to read it.
Yes, I am too. I am excited to see it because I've already, we're making it right now, and I'm reading it, and it's a pretty good first volume. But until I am able to like see it on a page, I don't know. There's still a level of disconnect there for me personally.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's like some directors, can see a movie in their mind, but it's not like fully formed until they actually get it on the screen.
Sure. And there's a lot of stuff that we're still changing right now, especially with reformatting it into a style that's more helpful for the hard artists. So, yeah.
Right. Well, very exciting. Very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. It seems like
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to crawl on the bed?
it's right now it's like a 6. Maybe hovering on a 7. Like,
Well,
I'm,
don't be afraid to end this one earlier
yeah,
if
I'm
you're feeling tired.
I'm,
But
I'm
if there's a
shooting
segment or
for.
something you wanted to cover.
I wanted to do the great moments of film, and then kind of ended off at like 35.
All right.
So, have you seen any movies in theaters recently?
Movies in theaters. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember if I've seen any film over the past 2 weeks or whatever. I don't think so. I watched season 2 of the anime One Punch Man with my roommate, and then that was actually pretty good. And then beyond that, I've just been watching a lot of informational videos on YouTube of like historical stuff.
Cool.
I think that's the trend I've been going towards lately. So, yeah.
Nice.
No movies though.
I've watched a couple of movies this past week that I hadn't seen before. The first one is the new Scream, which I saw last night.
Oh, all right.
And I won't talk about that one that much, just since you haven't seen it. It's a lot of spoilers,
I haven't seen any of the Scream movies.
Oh. Okay, so...
I get that the franchise is a subversion of typical horror tropes, but I have not seen the movies yet, so I don't care too much about spoilers.
Okay. I saw the first one over Halloween, and that one was really good. And then I didn't see any of the other ones just because, time constraints and whatever. But this one is interesting because even though there are 3 other movies preceding it, it doesn't feel like you need it.
So just kind of jump in and experience?
Kind of, yeah. Like, it might help, I'm not sure, but I was able to get most of it.
Okay.
And it was
what was
really...
the last Scream movie before
what?
This?
Scream
I was just
4 in... What?
2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's been a while. That's the last one Wes Craven directed, and I think he died recently.
Ah, dang.
So...
got killed by the Scream.
But at the end of this one, they had like a nice memorial for him, so that was kind of cool.
All right.
But anyway, where the first one really hung up on the rules of a horror movie, this one was hung up on the rules of a reboot, or as they called it, a requel, which is like,
Oh, so like what Halloween's been doing recently
yeah,
with rebooting their series.
but
Now Scream's doing it
yeah,
and subverting that. I love it.
but the difference is it's a requel, so it's not exactly a reboot, not exactly a sequel. It's like new characters, but they still have what they call legacy characters there.
So from past films, I'd imagine, or at least maybe
Yeah.
variations of what they were.
Yeah, like Courtney Cox was in this one, and she was in all of them except the fourth one.
Okay.
And the guy who played the cop was in it. He did a really good job. But yeah, it was really quite interesting because nowadays we hear so much about, reboots are ruining Hollywood since they're just completely out of ideas.
So many series coming back up and trying to be refurbished, and some work, some don't.
Yeah. For example, Star Wars.
Yep. Yeah.
when the Dead Speak showed up in Star Wars Episode 9, remember that, the title crawl?
Yep.
I was like, no, we're not doing
Get
this.
that out of here.
we went from a mystical adventure in the stars to ghosts,
Essentially, yeah. What kind of a jump is this?
So, right from that, I enjoyed the movie enough, but like right from that moment, I just knew it was going to be,
All right.
So, but anyway, yeah, Scream was really good, and then I saw a movie from 1979 on Friday called Going in Style.
Repeat that.
Going in Style.
Go and get style.
Going in Style.
Going in style. Okay.
Yes. It's about three old men played by George Burns, Art Carney, and Lee. I don't remember how.
Some other person.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Going in Style. 1979. If my Wi-Fi ever decides to go. Lee Strasberg.
All right.
And so it was those three, and they all played roommates who are in their 70s, and they decide to go rob a bank.
Okay. I guess that's the style nowadays, just busting up banks. Or at least back in the 70s.
But yeah, that was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. They made a remake pretty recently with Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin.
Okay,
and,
so like more recent, notable old actors.
And
I get it.
And I saw the trailer for that, and it just looks terrible. Like,
okay.
Like, oh my god. So
that does sound like an interesting film premise, though. I would be interested to see how they'd try to plan that out.
Yeah, I think you would like it. It's interesting. They didn't spend too much time on the actual bank robbery and like the planning of it. They spent more time on the aftermath.
Oh, now I like the sound of that.
Yeah, because like right after it happens, something happens to one of the characters that sends the other two characters into like into a frenzy, and they go out and do something crazy, and it just kind of goes downhill from there.
Huh. All right, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like those kind of movies where it's not just about what the hook is.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't like the Ocean's trilogy, even though those are really good. Like, you could tell they're...
Still got those movies sitting right by my TV, by the way. I keep glancing at them and being like, God damn it, I forgot today. But
oh, it's all right.
I'm gonna watch them.
Oh, God, I'm still sick.
Oh, man, don't die on me here. I've already killed one person today. I can't go on two.
Um, well, anyway, I'm kind of running out of steam here. Sorry that it's so short this week.
No, that's all right, man. I totally get it. I mean, with the ear infection and everything
Yeah,
that I told you about last time, so yeah,
yeah,
get your rest if you need to.
yeah. Is
I'll-
is that
hmm?
infection like all gone now, or?
It's yes, I would say it's just about gone. Yesterday, I woke up with the left side of my head pounding a bit and a little nausea, but that went away after an hour and a half. So I think it was because I slept on my left side
Oh,
and was like really pushing against it. So still a bit sensitive, but in normal, just day to day, yeah, it's completely gone now. So
well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
yeah.
It always sucks to have that kind of a sickness.
Yeah, so just got to be more conscious of sleeping on my right side for a bit, I guess. But yeah,
All right. So I think I'm gonna end this off here. Thank you guys for listening to this shorter episode. This is our second shorter episode that we've done.
yeah. I don't know. These are nice every now and then too.
Yeah.
Just in and out.
Yeah. So I'll let you do the outro. I'm
Yes.
just
All
about
right.
dead.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I forget how Chris usually formats these outros. Maybe he just makes them up all the time. I honestly haven't been paying enough attention, and I doubt you have either. So, it is I, first last name is in, and with me, as always, my lovely co-host.
Chris Janky, thank you for calling me lovely. You.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.